What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel, and today, guys, we are previewing the 2025 IndyCar season. I'm going to be putting every driver on a tier list of where I think they will finish this season. I'm sorry the head's looking rough, guys. The hair is looking rough, sorry. I was just sparring before this, and my head... the old head of hair isn't looking my prettiest. I should probably should have put a hat on for this video, but it is what it is. But anyway, so yeah, I've got 5 different tiers for the drivers. You got the 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 15, and well, 16 through 20, and then the rest. We have, I believe it's 27 drivers to talk about. We're gonna go through them all here today, so let's get into this. Hopefully we can get away with the pop-ups and ignore them all. I guess Squarespace and BMO are getting free advertising here on my channel, but we're going to start off with Jacob Abel. I mean, yeah, not on a great team, rookie driver, not a great recipe for success. I'm going to put him in the rest category. Marcus Armstrong, racing for, oh my god, Meyer Shank. He could definitely have a few good runs on the road courses. I'm going to say Marcus Armstrong fits in the 16 to 20 range. I think this could be a decent season for Marcus. Oh, this one holds very close to my heart. Connor Daly. I absolutely love Connor Daly. I got nothing but good things to say about the guy. I really do like Connor. And I mean, he can pull off an upset here and there. I am going to say Connor finishes in the 16 to 20 range, but you never know. Maybe Connor gets higher, maybe he doesn't. I just think the team is not going to give him the greatest cars out there, but I do think out of the Juncos Hollinger pair that Connor Daly will be getting the most out of that green and black, those green and black Chevys. Devlin DeFrancesco, he's going to go in the rest. I mean, why do all the Canadian drivers have to be paid drivers? It's the same damn thing in F1 with Stroll. I mean, I guess we had, oh my god, what's his face? Oh my god, the commentator. I can't remember his goddamn name. Hinchcliffe, there we go. Why couldn't I think of Hincho? But, yeah, no, I just don't rate Devlin DeFrancesco. Like, sorry, boss, but I just don't rate you. I don't even know what team he's racing for this year, and I still think he's going to be part of the rest. Scott Dixon, I mean, here's your first one easily who's going to be in the top 10. Like, if Scott Dixon isn't going to be in the top 10, then who will? Seriously, who will be in the top 10 if Scott Dixon isn't there? Marcus Ericsson, I think Marcus Ericsson will be in the top 10 as well. I might move these around. I'm going to put the 1 through 5 in order at the end of this video. Santino Ferrucci. I think Santino Ferrucci is going to be another one who turns a few heads this year, especially on the ovals. I mean, it's just his driving style, man. He pisses so many people off. Santino. I think he's a great driver, and he's got a lot of talent behind the wheel. There's a reason why AJ Foyt, of all people, picked Santino Ferrucci to drive his car. But, it's just... man, his driving style, it ain't the best. Let's be real. And yeah, Santino Ferrucci, he's going to be 11th through 15th. I do think Santino could have a few good runs. Maybe, just maybe, he could be a really good sneaker pick for the Indy 500. You never know. But we got Louis Foster up next. I'm going to say Louis goes in the rest category. Yeah, decent driver on a bad team, so... sorry, Louis, you own the rest. Colton Herta. I mean, if Colton Herta isn't going to be in the top 5, then who the hell is it going to be? Like, Colton Herta is just too damn good not to be in the top 5 of the IndyCar grid. I mean, I definitely think we'll see Colton Herta graduate to F1 one of these years, especially with the Andretti Cadillac outfit joining F1 in the next couple of years. Colton Herta is way too talented to not be on that grid, in my opinion, so... maybe this could be the last year of Colton Herta in IndyCar. You never know. Depends on what Andretti plan to do with him. But Callum Ilott, I think he's the Prema driver to get the most points out of that team. I think he finishes in the 16 to 20 range. It could be higher for Prema. You never know. But I'm going to say that Callum Ilott gets in that 16 to 20 range. I do think he gets more points than Schwartzman. I do somewhat rate Robert Schwartzman. I think he can get the most out of a car, but I just don't think Prem is going to be the greatest in their first season. I think they're going to have a lot of learning to do, and having someone who has experience in IndyCar like Callum Ilott can help them get the most of it. Kyle Kirkwood, I'm going to say he's at the top of the 11 to 15 range. This might be a controversial call, but I mean, every time I watch Kyle Kirkwood on a street course track, he's just never impressed me. And I don't know why. I really like Kyle Kirkwood. I think he's a great guy, but if you just go off his driving talent from what I've seen, I just haven't seen enough to put him any higher, unfortunately. I mean, Andretti has some great cars and some great drivers, but I just can't put Kyle Kirkwood any higher, so I'll put him at the 11th range. Christian Lundgaard. This is an interesting one. The only IndyCar race I've ever been to, he's won. Your interesting fact of the day. I'm going to put Lundgaard. Ooh, do I put him? I'm going to put him tentatively in the 6 to 10 range, because I do think Lundgaard is someone who can get a lot out of that McLaren outfit. But, oh man, it just feels like the more I watch Arrow McLaren, the more they cater towards Pato Award. So, I'm going to say Christian Lundgaard gets in that 6 to 10 range. David Malukas, he's with Foyt as well this year, and I think him and Ferrucci are going to be a great teammate duo to watch this year. I think they're going to be very close and back and forth for a lot of this season. I think Ferrucci will have the upper hand on the ovals, but I think Malukas will definitely give him a run for his money. I think Malukas has got the upper hand on the street courses and road courses too, so you never know. It's going to be an interesting fight between those two. Alright, well, you might as well put these guys to finish up the top 5. Alex Palou, top 5. Pato Award, top 5. Joseph Newgarden, top 5. If he doesn't get a penalty. Scott McLaughlin, top 5. That is your top 5 of the IndyCar Points Championship if something doesn't go wrong. I don't see it finishing any other way in the top 5. If these drivers are fully at full strength and ready to rumble, I don't see anybody getting ahead of these 5 drivers. I mean, I love Dixon. Dixon could easily get in here, but I just think he's past his prime. Will Power, he fits into these bunch, I think. I will put him ahead of Lundgaard and Ericsson, though. Power or Dixon? I'm going to put Dixon ahead of Power. Actually, no, I'm putting Power ahead. Power did almost win the title last season. You never know. Power's just one of those guys where he has like 2 bad seasons, and then all of a sudden he just suddenly climbs to the top. Is like, oh, Will Power, where did you come from? So, you never know with Will Power. Maybe he could upset the field. You never know. Graham Rahal, he has only ever impressed me once in like my recent years of watching IndyCar. He goes in the 16 to 20 range. Is this Rasmussen? I'm going to say that's Rasmussen. Ed Carpenter. I just don't think there's anything to be impressed over, to be honest. I will put him at the top of the rest. But Ed Carpenter Racing, it's not what it should be. I'll say that. Stingray Robb, cool name, but unfortunately Stingray is part of the rest. Felix Rosenqvist for Meyer Shank. He's going to be getting a lot of poles again this year, in my opinion. I think we'll see a lot of Felix Rosenqvist qualifying at the top, but unfortunately, I just can't see him getting any higher than this 11th to 15th range. Alex Rossi. Alex Rossi's an interesting one. I'm going to put Rossi at the top of the 16 to 20 range. This could blow up in my face. I won't lie to you. I think the Ed Carpenter picks, this is the team I feel like could upset me. But, I just feel like, you know, Rossi, he could turn some heads. And looking at the rest of what we got here, I'm gonna stick Rossi at 15th. I think he beats all of these guys in these cars below us. But I also think he doesn't beat these guys ahead of him, because those Foyt cars are good. Rosenqvist and Meyer-Shank's a good pair. If Rossi can compete with the Meyer-Shank guys this year, I think there'll be a good season for him. Schwartzman, I'm going to put him right behind Rasmussen and the rest. Yeah. first year in IndyCar, it's going to be a lot of learning for him, especially with the no power steering. Nolan Siegel, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put Kyle Kirkwood at 10. I'm going to put Nolan Siegel at 11. First full season in IndyCar, I mean, this kid has talent. I think in the coming years, you could easily see him up in this range. I really do think that of Nolan Siegel. He's got a lot of talent, but a year to grow, a year to learn. Hopefully McLaren stick with him, unlike David Malukas, but hopefully they trust Nolan Siegel. I think the kid's got a lot of talent. And then, who do we have here? We have Kiffin Simpson, pay driver for Chip Ganassi. He's in the 16 to 20 range, unfortunately. Rinus VK. I'm going to put him at the top of the rest. I just don't think he does have... I think he doesn't have good enough equipment to beat these guys. I don't think he has good enough equipment to even come close to these guys. Maybe on a road course weekend, who knows? Maybe Rinus VK wins the Indy GP again. We always seem to have an upset winner at the Indy GP. Well, at least in recent times. I mean, I think Alex Palou won it last year. That's not really an upset winner, but let's take a look at my top 5. Who do I have winning the IndyCar Championship in 2025? Man, this is tough. I gotta say, this is a tough little bunch to pick from. Man, if you had to pick the best out of 5 for these guys, it's not easy. It really isn't easy. But I will put Pato O'Ward at number 5. Nothing against Pato. Absolutely love Pato, but I just don't think Pato has the equipment to challenge Team Penske, Ganassi, and Andretti with Herta, Palou, Newgarden, and McLaughlin in those cars. If you put Pato O'Ward in a Penske car, oh my god, I think he dominates every single race. I really do think that of Pato O'Ward. You've seen when he had the car at Mid-Ohio against Alex Palou last season. He took it to Alex Palou. He never gave him a break. He won that race fair and square. He outdueled Alex Palou, and that's a crazy good statement to have. But P4, I am going to say... this is tough. This is tough. I'm going to say Joseph Newgarden. I'm going to say Joseph Newgarden finishes P4 in the championship. He could easily upset on a road course, and I mean, he's the favorite at every oval you go to, man. When you think of IndyCar and ovals, Joseph Newgarden should honestly be the first name that comes to mind. He's just so good there. I mean, just take out what happened at Gateway last year, and yeah, I think he's, well, at least that one restart, and I think he beats everyone there that day. Joseph Newgarden's just so good. If Team Penske takes away the penalties, I think Newgarden will be unstoppable, but I think what gets in his way a little bit is just the mindset, because I think Joseph Newgarden can probably go win the next 5 championships if he's able to, but I mean, just something always goes wrong. I mean, I don't know if his mind's in it or in the wrong place or what. I don't really know, but yeah, Joseph Newgarden at P4 I think is fair. Oh, man. I'm gonna say... Oh, my God. Oh, I'm actually gonna say it ends like this. Scott McLaughlin, P3. Alex Palou, P2. And Colton Herta, your 2025 IndyCar champion for Andretti. That would be absolutely massive. Brian Herta would love that one. But, yeah, I mean... Scott McLaughlin, man... If he just gets his ovals a little more down pat, you're probably looking at the best driver on the grid. And I mean, I just feel like some things are going to fade away from Scott McLaughlin. I feel like you're going to see these 3 drivers go to Nashville with the title in their hands. I feel like this is going to be a very close title fight. I just think Scotty Mack will come up just short. Yeah, it's just the ovals for me, man. He hasn't fully refined them yet. So I'm going to say Scotty Mack pulls off a P3. Alex Palou, P2. Honestly, I want to pick Palou to win the championship again, but surely it can't be Palou again, man. Surely not, but... Colton Herta, I think he's got a point to prove. I mean, he had a great end to last season. I think he's nailed his ovals now, which is an amazing thing for Colton Herta. If he can nail his ovals, then I think he's just about unstoppable for the rest of the season. So, if Colton Herta has success on the ovals, Alex Palou has never had success on the ovals, it feels like. And he still has won 3 out of the last 4 championships. So, take that how you will. I am going to say that Colton Herta will win the championship for Andretti. That would be a massive, massive feat for them. But there you go. That is my predictions for the 2025 IndyCar season. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you smash that like button. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought of this episode and why. Subscribe with those notifications turned on so you miss a future upload here on the channel. And let me know your picks for the IndyCar season down below. And before we go, guys, do not forget, there will be links in the description. GridRival Fantasy Leagues for NASCAR, IndyCar, and F1, all in the description down below. Feel free to join. The winner takes home a $50 gift card from the store or online shop of their choice. So, if you want to win 50 free bucks, go hit the link in the description. Join the fantasy leagues. Go see if you can beat me. We'll see what happens. But guys, thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you for the next episode of these IndyCar picks, where we'll probably look back at these at the end of the season and see how bad I did. I think this is all right, though. I think we might be able to do something good with this. But take care, guys, and peace.